think that we have, I think there's, and maybe this is certainly a bigger conversation than than just Scientology stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to be said, and there needs to be more said about the psychological and sort of group psychology implications of the social media economy and the internet economy, right? The attention economy is what I'm referring to, right? The fact that attention is incentivized and monetized now, and that has conditioned us, you could say, into a different way of consuming information about the world, and a different way, therefore, of interpreting the world. And that has everything to do with shallow versus deeper consumption.
Yes.
Because we're conditioned to get the whole story from a headline and a blurb, and people just that's how they consume stuff now, because if it doesn't fit in 140 characters, it's not worth reading.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing has broader, consequences.
It's a lot of value judgments that have to be made with very little information in very, very quick succession, because you're getting just so much stuff thrown at you, and a lot.
That's right.
And we're not exactly, although we've been conditioned to deal with it, we're not exactly taught or trained on ways to do it effectively. And now,
well, that's the thing. I don't know that we are dealing with it so well, because I think it presents a situation where, because there's such a short attention span theater, that what it in fact does, from my perspective at least, is it empowers cults and cult type messaging, because
propaganda. Yeah, for sure.
Well, here's a point, right? Is one of the points of control of a cult or a thought reform operation, whether it's a cult or an ideological system or a culture war thing, groups will use various tactics in how they communicate and how they get their messaging out there. And one of those is loading the language, where you use special definitions and special phrases and special words that people call them dog whistles.
Dog whistles. Yeah.
For example, that's one example of what I'm talking about. Just one. There are many, many, many uses of language this way.
Yeah.
And another one is called a thought-stopping cliche. It's a short phrase or sentence or word that encapsulates a concept or idea that shuts down thinking rather than forwards it or invites it.
Right.
In a cult, in any group actually that is in group, out group, all you have to do is throw a label on the out group, and it becomes a thought-stopping cliche.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just a homophobe. Oh, that's just a libtard.
Yeah.
Right? These labels are thought-stopping cliches because they stop thinking, because the person goes, oh, now I know everything I need to know.
Here's all that baggage. I'm going to make all the assumptions about this person because language. You could even say, oh, they're just a flat earther. Who cares what they think about anything?
Exactly. Conspiracy theorist, right, etc. Yeah. These labels are used to categorize, but they are overused to dismiss.
Yes.
And shut down thinking, which is a tool that is used purposefully by cult leaders or bad actors, right? People who don't want to encourage discussion, debate, or conversation.
They're just MAGA. They're just a Scientologist.
They want it shut down.
Yeah.
That's right.